workout. This is a back loaded workout. Our first movement is going to be a bent over rear delt fly. Kristen is on a ball, but you can easily use a chair or a bench, anything that you can sit and get supported on, and you want to come chest to knees on it, okay? Pinkies are going to lead. She's going to squeeze, and she's going to squeeze the back of her shoulder to get that fly. It's not a great big fly. I don't want your shoulder blades coming all the way together in the back, just enough to get right here. Also, notice her chest is not coming off of her legs. If she was to show one time, raise up, come up, that is incorrect, okay? That means your weight is too heavy and you cannot keep correct form, okay? So that chest must stay at the knees the whole time, squeezing those arms, and make sure you're coming straight out to the side like she is and not back behind you, okay? Straight out to the side. All right, that's your bent over rear delt fly, excuse me. All right, next we have bent over rows. So when I go into my row position, I put my weight in my hips and my glutes, okay? So I push back. I don't just bend at the waist. That is gonna put all the pressure in that lower back. So you wanna load your glutes and your hamstring. You should feel a lot of pressure right here. Shoulders are rolled back and down, lats are engaged. Big pull up, squeeze, and slow release, okay? Abs are in nice and tight. If you're feeling anything in your lower back, that means your form is correct. Stand tall, reposition yourself, load your glutes, load your hamstrings, and then pull those dumbbells, okay? So that is your bent over row. All right, next we have 15 banded lat pull downs. This is where you're gonna need your big red band. On this, okay, when you pull down, the focus is on the down. You're driving your elbow into your side. So you're squeezing that shoulder blade down and in, okay? So you have 15 on each side. If you were counting each arm, it would be 30 total, all right? So that's 15 lat pull downs. All right, then we're gonna move on to the next section, which is the back of the leg. So we hit the upper back, and now we're gonna go to the glutes, okay? All right, so we're gonna do RDLs, deadlifts, which is just Romanian deadlifts. It just means straight leg deadlift. Even though it's called a straight leg deadlift, your leg is not straight. Your knee is always soft, okay? First thing is you're gonna roll your shoulders back and down. You're gonna engage your lats right here. You're gonna squeeze that tight, and you are gonna hold that all the way into that hip hinge position. So she's gonna go down, good, and then pull up, driving through her heels. Tuck your chin into your chest, good, push back. Now remember, this is not a squat. Her knees are soft. All the movement comes from the hip hinge. Notice her knees are not lowering down, okay? It's all from the hips. You should feel all the strain in the back of the leg, all right? That's your RDL. Now, we're going to your good mornings. They are the exact same movement. We're just loading the weight up top versus hanging, okay? So put it on your shoulders, nice heavy weight, exact same thing. Knees are soft and the hips go back. Abs are in nice and tight. Push back again. So we're double loading your hamstrings and your glutes. You're just changing the load of the weight and where you're carrying it. All right, so those are your deadlifts and your good mornings. All right, next we're going into some core work, Your first movement is reverse crunches, So you're gonna lay on your back, core's in nice and tight, and you're gonna push your toes to the ceiling, and you're trying to get your hips up off the floor as much as you can. Try really hard not to plop down onto the floor from that release. You wanna push up with control and you wanna lower with control, okay? You're working the up and the down of the movement. All right, there is your reverse crunches. Next are weighted knee tucks. So you're gonna take one dumbbell, you're gonna press your lower back firmly in the floor. There should be zero arch between your back and the floor right here. Knees are tucked. Push your legs as long and as low as you can, keeping the back flat, arms over the head. If you have trouble keeping your back flat, keep your legs a little bit higher, okay? Don't push them so low. But you must keep your back in the floor, keeping that core nice and tight. All right, last and final is Supermans. You're gonna roll on your belly, okay? Your goal is to squeeze your lower back and your glutes as tight as you can. Lift up as high as you can, that chest off the floor, and your legs. Again, you want a slow, controlled release to the floor. You don't want to just flop down to the floor. We want to control our contraction up and the eccentric or the release of the movement going back down. Okay, those are your Supermans. All right, guys, that's your back day. That was so much.